Bringing you the latest at this hour, the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, and Seychelles Prime Minister Danny Foray are releasing a joint press statement. Let's listen in.
I would like to say thank you for the announcement that you have just made. We will benefit from a second line of credit that will help with the infrastructure of our military defense forces in Seychelles. Through a grant, we will build a new government house. We will also build a new police headquarters and an office, a new building for the Attorney General's office. Mr. Prime Minister, this is my first state visit to India, and it will cement our relations for many years to come. India is one of our closest and most reliable partners, and a nation with which we share a lot historically, culturally, and economically. I bring with me the greetings and good wishes of the people of Seychelles to the people of India. Over the last few days, I have traveled to Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and Goa. On every occasion, we were received as dear friends, and we are touched by the kindness of our hosts and the close attention to detail that made it both pleasant and fruitful. Yes, India is incredible and has everything. Outstanding natural landscapes, a diverse and vibrant culture, the rich legacy of an ancient civilization, and an outstanding level of mastery of many new skills and technologies that ensure the country performs an increasingly dominant economic role on the world stage. Under the strong leadership of Prime Minister Modi, India has a visionary understanding of what is at stake in the region and beyond, especially in terms of security and defense. And to address the challenges of our time when it comes to climate change, multilateral trade negotiations, and bridging the gaps of inequality. Seychelles and India share many features. For instance, we are outward-looking maritime nations. In 2020, Seychelles will celebrate 250 years of documented human history since the first settlers arrived. We will also mark 250 years of Indian presence. As you know, 5 Indians from Tamil Nadu were among the first settlers in our archipelago. Generation after generation, Indian influences have been integrated into our Seychelles Creole culture to become a vital part of our national fabric. Today, we consider our close connection with India as very special. Since its independence in 1976, Seychelles has taken impressive strides in nation building and in the socio-economic development of its people. It has been able to do so with the support of partners like India. The main thrust of this visit is to emphasize the strong friendship that exists between our two nations, based on shared affinities, steeped in history, and a unique and deep brotherly connection. Today, this relationship is vibrant, wide-ranging, and very promising. Prime Minister Modi's visit to Seychelles in March 2015 refreshed the Seychelles-India collective memory, and my state visit to India today reaffirms our common engagement to take our relations to new heights. We want to make our relations even more result-oriented, to better respond to the needs and expectations of our citizens, to benefit not only our two countries, but more importantly, our people. My discussions with Prime Minister Modi were frank and productive. We have noted with satisfaction that over the past decades, cooperation between Seychelles and India has been growing smoothly from strength to strength. We have, over the past decades, developed a strong and mutually beneficial cooperation at both bilateral and regional levels. Prime Minister Modi and I have expressed our strong desire to elevate our bilateral relations to a more comprehensive partnership of a greater strategic importance for the two countries. We have also reaffirmed the role of our Joint Commission for Bilateral Cooperation in consolidating our ever-expanding relations. We noted with satisfaction positive outcomes of the 9th India-Seychelles Joint Commission that was held in Seychelles recently between the 14th and 15th of May. We have also noted the long list of bilateral agreements and memoranda of understanding that we have signed. Today, we added 6 new agreements covering significant sectors of development, including culture, cybersecurity, maritime safety and security cooperation, diplomacy, infrastructure development, and the training of Panaji, Goa, and Victoria, Seychelles. In the context of maritime security, Assumption Island was discussed. We are equally engaged and will continue to work together, bearing each other's interest in mind. We have underscored our commitment to remain at the heart of joint initiatives and collective efforts to stimulate and facilitate cooperation in fields representing priorities on the sub-regional, regional, and continental agendas. Prime Minister, I take this opportunity to thank the press for their presence and the support. Thank you for supporting this joint set of common and mutually beneficial goals Seychelles and India want to achieve and will achieve in the near future. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you, Excellency. This concludes the press event. Thank you all for joining.